Hello, good morning. I'm so excited to chat with y'all today about the brand new kickoff of the 2020 Goal Getting Guidebook for Makers. And I'm going to share this live real quick with the Goal Getting Facebook group. Let me do that one moment, please. If you are not in my Facebook group, it's my free Facebook group. It's called Goal Getting Makers. And you are welcome to join it. It's where we walk through a lot of these goal setting exercises. And let me share it there real quick. Hello, hi. Thanks for popping in live. Okay, so today is the kickoff, the launch of the new guidebook, the 2020 version of the guidebook. And I just wanted to go live for a brief second and chat with y'all about what this guidebook is about. If you're new to the guidebook, or maybe you have the 2019 version and you want to know what's new, what's different, if it's worth buying again this year. So that's what I'm going to chat about. So first, know that the guidebook comes in two formats. First, you can order it off of Amazon, and I've got the link for you right here. You can order it off of Amazon, and it will ship to you Amazon Prime, and you can get the physical version, which is really great if you want to put pen to paper in here. It's all nice quality paper that you can use pen or pencil if you want to do your work by hand. And you also get access to the spreadsheet. There's a link to it in the book that you can go and download it. So if you still want to use the spreadsheet, you can do that. And that's $29 on Amazon, free shipping with Prime. Or you can download it from my site for $21 and get the digital version. And that also comes with access to the spreadsheet file that goes with it. And I'll talk about that spreadsheet file in a second. So you can find the links to either the PDF or the Amazon book with the link that I just posted on my site. Let's talk about the book itself. If you are new to the Goal Getting Guidebook, I developed this concept 3 years ago. This is the third year of the guidebook. And it is like a financial goal setting workbook / planner, especially for handmade business sellers, physical product sellers, creative entrepreneurs. Your daughter wants to know if I'm able to wiggle my ears. Hi, I don't know how to wiggle my ears, unfortunately. What great question. Hi to your daughter. Anyway, yeah, it is all about setting financial goals for your business and using those goals to kind of map out what you're going to do this year. So Paper and Spark's been around since 2014. Something that I've really noticed while working with so many business owners over the years is that many of us are not paying ourselves. So this book is really about determining what it's going to take to be able to pay yourself what you need, what you deserve from your business, from your shop. And we do that through a 3-step process in this book. And while I'm chatting, I can show you the digital version of the book if you want to see it. And I'll show you the table of contents. So this is what the PDF version of the book that you would get if you decide to get the PDF version looks like. So the first part of the book is all about crunching your past result numbers. I don't know why I can't show both of me right now. But anyway, I'll just show this. Y'all don't need to see me. So we're looking at past results in the 2020 version. That's basically looking at 2019. You're going to review things like your profit margin, your conversion rates, how much traffic you got, what were your best-selling products, where did all your money go, what did you spend it on. We're going to do a little bit of number crunching, and I walk you through it step by step. And you can do it pen to paper in the PDF or in the physical workbook if you go that route. It also comes with a spreadsheet companion, so you can download the spreadsheet if you're a spreadsheet kind of person and input your numbers in there if you prefer. It's very flexible with how you can do it, but that's how we start the book. The process is just reviewing what worked and what didn't work from a numbers standpoint last year. And this is very helpful because a lot of us don't know how to crunch these kinds of numbers. We don't look at them very often. Or you may look at like your total sales and your total expenses, but not know how to extract helpful information from that. And that's what the book's going to walk you through doing. Part 2 of the book is all about taking what happened last year and using it to set smart goals for 2020. And we begin that process by figuring out what you want to pay yourself in 2020. And then working backwards from that one big goal to figure out what it's going to take in your shop to get there. So if you want to pay yourself X amount in 2020, how much in sales do you have to make? What's your net profit going to look like? How much are you allowed to spend in your budget? How much traffic do you need to get in your shop to meet that sales goal? How many products do you need to make? How many products do you need to sell? We can work backwards to all these really helpful benchmarks and milestones so that by the end of that backwards working process, you're basically left with a marketing plan. You know, I need to get this many people in my shop, and of that many people, this many people need to convert into buying customers. They're going to buy these products, which is going to increase my profit by this much. Here's my spending budget. We break it all down by month. It's just a really, really powerful exercise, because I think what I found prior to working through exercises like this is that a lot of us are just like, yeah, I want to make $30,000 this year. And that's it. That's my goal. I'm going to make $30,000. Okay. How are you going to do that? What's the plan to get there? How much are you going to spend so you're left with $30,000? Does making $30,000 mean that you have to sell like 10,000 scrunchies? Is that even humanly possible if you're making all these scrunchies yourself? A lot of times we start going through the numbers and then we're like, whoa, I didn't even know that's what it would take. Or like, I think I can do better than that. Like, I can sell way more than that number of things. But the numbers can really be enlightening to dictate the work that you're going to do on a daily basis. And that's what the guidebook is all about. Helping you realize these things, helping you figure these things out with concrete, measurable numbers, okay? I know a lot of us don't like numbers, but I think that this is a really fun way to start getting friendly with your numbers instead of them being scary. It's goal setting, financial goal setting. I think, of course I'm biased, so y'all tell me, but I think it's really fun. It's a lot more fun than like doing your taxes or whatever else you might be doing with your numbers. This is the funnest thing you can do with numbers. Then we have part 3, and part 3 is measuring your progress. This is the planner aspect of the book. This is, you've set all your goals and now you're going through your year, and every month, every quarter, excuse me guys, every month, every quarter, you're going through and checking your actual results against the goals that you've set. And that is what is going on in the progress sheet. So it's kind of like like a monthly planner almost for your business, encouraging you to review your results, check in with your goals, see what tweaks need to be made, see if you need to shift focus on something else, that kind of thing. I'm going to take a water break. All right. So that is how the guidebook works. That's what's in the guidebook. Personally, I think it is really powerful stuff for $21 or $29. It can really change your business plan for the year and cause you to work differently in a more effective, efficient way. Let's see. I want to read y'all's comments real quick. If you're new to the guidebook, it's definitely worth it. Love this book so much. Especially love the physical copy. I've used mine all year long. I love to hear that, Catherine. Thank you so much. Hi, Marianne. Wendy, I've been using it since Janet started, and I love it. So helpful. Thank you so much, Wendy. I appreciate it. Something else that I want to mention. Every year with the guidebook in the Goal Getting Makers Facebook group, we do like a live planathon. And basically over the month of January, like 3 or 4 times a week, I go live just in that Facebook group, and we work through one exercise from the book together. So the first week or two, we just like crunch one number. I make it real quick, real simple. So like the first couple of weeks, we're looking at your 2019 results. The last couple of weeks of the month, we're setting those goals for going forward. So if you are interested in buying the book, but you're kind of like, I don't know if I can hold myself accountable. I don't know if I don't want to buy this book and not actually work through it and just let it gather dust. Or I don't feel comfortable looking at my numbers by myself. I need some help. The live planathon is really great for that because you can work through it with us together and ask questions as we go. And that will help you get more clarity on the topics that you're going to be doing in here. And that will also keep you motivated and accountable to actually do it. So it's a lot of fun in there. I love doing that every year. And I know some of the lovely ladies who are watching right now have joined me there in the past couple years. And I hope y'all are looking forward to it as well. Okay. Last thing that I want to chat about is for those of you who are not new and you're like, should I order this again? I've been kind of saying this in the goal getting group. I made so many changes to it last year in 2019. I feel like it was almost perfect last year. Y'all helped me a lot from 2018 to 2019. Seeing what was missing from the book and what needed to be added. So there honestly are not a big amount of changes to the 2020 version. I did get some feedback that was super helpful, and there are the things that have been added. There are 3 main things that have been added to this version of the guidebook. First is a closer look at expenses. And that was, if you remember, we did some exercises in 2019, in January this year, about looking at your recurring expenses, your fixed expenses, and like your monthly subscriptions and stuff, versus your variable, or like the opposite of fixed expenses. There's more in the guidebook about this, like budgeting for fixed expenses versus variable expenses, just to help you refine your budget a little more. Somebody's calling me. So there is something added to the guidebook about that. The other thing, there's a little bit more in here about paying yourself. I kind of left it a little open-ended last year, and there's more about specifically how you're going to pay yourself each month of that goal amount in the guidebook. So there's a couple additional pages on that. And then the other big thing that's been added are quarterly planning pages. So last year in the progress section, we had monthly progress sheets and then like annual trackers. This year, there are additional quarterly planning sheets at the end of every quarter so that you can touch base with your goals and your progress on a 3-month basis. So you can kind of zoom out and get the bigger picture and not have to wait till year end to necessarily see that. So that's what's new. There were minor adjustments to the spreadsheet file as well that correspond with what I just mentioned. So if you are coming with the 2019 file and you're debating whether or not you want to buy it again, that's what's different. Everything else is still there. I would say, if you bought the PDF file last year and you want to just open a blank one again and print it out and reuse it and just scratch out 2018 with 2019 and scratch out 2019 with 2020, totally welcome to do that. It's up to you. I personally work through this myself, and I prefer the Amazon physical book that I have here. So if you were me, I would suggest reordering every year. But up to you. You can also just use the spreadsheet file by itself every year if you want. And just keep reusing that one file with a blank copy. Totally up to you guys. I just want to be transparent with what's new and what's not new. And we'll see what happens in 2021. So as you're working through it, if you have feedback for me, let me know. Let's see. Do you need this to participate in the live planning session on Facebook? Sue, no. Anyone and everyone is welcome to participate in the planning sessions, the goal setting sessions in my Facebook group. You will see me working through the exercises with like the spreadsheet that comes with the guidebook on my screen. And if you don't have it, you'll either use a file you're making on your own, or you can do it pen and paper on your own. But yeah, I think we have tons of people that participate every year who decide not to buy the guidebook for whatever reason. Totally still welcome to do that. Let's see. Yes, it's available now, Catherine. And I'll share the link one more time. Not one more time, but again, here it is. You can go to my site, scroll down, you're going to see a button for the Amazon book, a button for the PDF. Click on which one you want. It'll take you to check out. Wendy, I'm the cheapest person I know, but I'm going for the physical copy. Anyway, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. Let me see what else you guys are saying. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for like a month to see when... All right, Catherine, go get it. I'm excited for you. We came out with it a little bit earlier this year. I have to give credit to two people for that. First is my virtual assistant. Carla is amazing. She does all the design work. So she got that back to me with a really tight turnaround. And second, Kristen Wilson, the owner of Society for Creative Founders. I just spoke at their conference last week. We made this a gift for all the attendees. So that gave me a deadline. They had to be ready and printed prior to that conference. Because normally I don't have these ready until the end of the month. But it was ready a couple weeks early this year. New year, new book. I am committing to doing better with all of this in 2020. Good for you, Marianne. We can do it, okay? We can do it. We'll hold each other accountable. Me too. I started off really good, and then I had a few family things. Yes, and the great thing about this process is you can restart it at any point in the year. And I mean, we kick it off in January every year, and that's when the majority of people who are going to buy this will buy it, is year end, beginning of the year. But you can honestly use it any time of year, and especially if you decide to use the digital copy or the spreadsheet, you can start over, make a new copy, or if you're using the workbook, erase what you've got and set a new goal. I love financial goal setting, but you have to be wary if you're the kind of person who sets goals, and if you don't meet them, you just burn it all down. We don't want to do that, right? We want to just say, my favorite saying, know better, do better. This year hasn't gone as planned, so we're going to adjust the goals. We're going to set new goals for the remaining 6 months of the year based on what has happened so far. Things like that. You can repeat this process that we're going to do in January at any point in the year, knowing what you know at that point in time. I love taking advantage of that fresh start feeling at the beginning of the year, but that doesn't mean that that's the only time that you can set these goals or make these plans or crunch these numbers, right? Okay. Yes, you can. Love that it's easy to jump in anytime. Me too. All right, guys. Well, that is the official kickoff of the Goal Getting Guidebook. I appreciate y'all being here. If you have any questions for me about what is covered in the book or whether it's a good fit for you or anything else, the spreadsheet and all that jazz, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'll be here. You can tag me. If you're not already in the goal getting group, let me share a link to that real quick. That is where we will have the live planathon that kicks off in January. I'm sharing a link there. Join. Make sure you're on the email list because I'm sure I'll be sending out a couple of emails about when we're going to kick off, the dates of when we're going to go live to do this work. And I hope that y'all decide to join. I'm excited to have the 2020 guidebook ready for you. I hope that you love it. Give me your feedback. I want to hear all about it. If you decide to purchase on Amazon, I'd love, and super appreciate for you to leave a review on my Amazon book thing. I have to make a new listing every year since the title of the book changes. So I lost all of last year's reviews. And yeah, that's it. All right, y'all have a great Monday. Have a great week. I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.